Hello, YouTubers. Apologies, if you can hear someone is got a chainsaw in their garden and they're cutting down a tree or something. So apologies for that. But anyway, here it finally is, the Third Doctor and Tardis collector set from B&M for 2018. Now this is available for £19.99, and as far as I'm aware, only larger B&M stores are going to be getting this one. So anyway, let's look at the packaging. Now, basically, if you've got any of the previous Classic Series TARDIS collector sets, the packaging is the same and slightly different. It's got a nice little window that goes around the side, which is something the originals didn't have. The originals had a window on the top and a window on the front, so that's a bit different. Obviously, it's got that sort of, design motif for the Classic Series packaging, which I'm so glad that they've kept for this and not used the new packaging. So we've still got the classic logo and that, and this really nice sort of Scarfield and that, which looks slightly lighter on this year's one. It looks a bit more purple. Got 2 logo on the top, obviously nice window showing off the figure and the TARDIS. On the side and that, we've got the figure and what the set contains, with opening doors. And on the back, all the other good stuff. So let's get into the packaging and take a look at the figures, shall we? Okay, so here we have the TARDIS itself. And this is the bit I'll be reviewing on. Now, I have seen pictures where some of the paint on some of these is a lot darker than others. My one looks like to be one of the lighter ones. So, who knows, it could be just a bit of a mish and a mash. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Now, essentially, this is using the same sculpt as the Fourth Doctor's TARDIS that was released back in, I believe, was it 2009, 2010, somewhere along those lines. But the main body of this is actually a Seventh Doctor TARDIS, which means that it does have some inaccuracies, and I don't know exactly what every single one of them are. But I'm just going to judge it as it is, and then working with what they've got. Now, it does use the sort of flat top roof that the Fourth Doctor TARDIS used, so it is like the Barry Newby prop that's really squat. You can see the base here is black, and it's true this TARDIS base was black on, I believe, was it 2 occasions or 1 during the Pertwee era. Now, the black, it isn't completely black. It has a sort of brownish texture. When you hold it up in certain lighting, it does look slightly brown. That could be the dirt effect they've added on the top of this, which does make it look really, really nice, to be honest. It makes it look a lot more 3-dimensional, but also, look like an actual TARDIS. Why would it be, 100% pristine and clean? That, I mean, the actual prop was battered up beyond belief. And that, you can see the roof there, you've got the indentations of the roof and that, and a nice, very realistic, actually, wooden texture. You can see there, it's not just squiggles, and that, you can actually feel it. You've got the lantern on the top, which is black. You can see there, that's, there isn't an LED in there, so it's just completely clear. You've got police box on there, and which goes around all the sides. You've got the windows and that, which are dirtied up on that, and you can see 2 of them are frosted, where the rest of them are clear. And you've got the public call to open, if the camera will focus on it. There we go. So, police telephone, free for use of public, advice and assistance. I'm trying to read what it says. Obtainable immediately. Officers regards response unit pull to open. Now, there is no pull to open, and that you can't do anything with it. It doesn't do anything. So there is no phone in this one, just like with the Fourth Doctor version. So that feature was only available on the Seventh Doctor one. It is printed on there, and you can actually feel the texture of it on there. It's not a sticker. It actually is printed on there. You can see the lock key and the handle on that to open up the TARDIS. The side, obviously, just completely blank, but with that sort of wooden texture. And here we are to the back. Oh dear, dear, dear me. It was doing so well until now. Well, yes, To make this TARDIS set £20, unlike the original 35 of its original Forbidden Planet exclusive releases, like the Christmas set, the Christmas Carol set with the 11th Doctor, this TARDIS has had its electronics removed. However, the speaker hole is still there, and you can see where the battery compartment is just there. So unfortunately, that's a big no. On the base, completely smooth, nothing in there. And if we open the doors, no interior, just like the other classic TARDISes. I would have liked it if it was maybe just blacked out. That might be nice, because to be honest, I mean, you can see light shining through from the other side. I mean, if I put my fingers there, you can see my fingers through the other side. However, it does mean, because the battery compartment just there, you could most likely add lights and sound effects to this TARDIS, and that it would, by the looks of it, it doesn't seem too difficult to do, to be honest. So I'm just wondering, is that a possibility? You know, this door is not spring-loaded. There's actually a little nubbing on the top there, where when you pull it, it clicks shut, just like that. And the other one has a button on the floor. We can just get it just there. Just like the Tennant all the way to Capaldi TARDISes. You press the button, and it pushes the door shut. So that's all nice one. I mean, I do really like this TARDIS. I think it looks really nice. And now let's just get over to the Jon Pertwee figure. Okay, here's the Jon Pertwee figure. There's not an awful lot to say about this. If you've seen my review of the 13 Doctors box set, then this is essentially the exact same figure, and that's if you've already got that like I have, and I've already reviewed it. It's essentially the same thing. He's got those weird sort of purple lips and that weird odd stare. I mean, it is a nice variant if you don't have it in that, but obviously this is incorrect. Now, the prototypes actually used the 4th Doctor Regeneration figure. Unfortunately, they had problems putting the head on that one. So they've just used the cravat. However, they painted it white, which is obviously inaccurate. I don't know why, you know, they didn't just release the 13 Doctor set version. I don't know, maybe it was... Because the thing is, that was exclusive to Toys R Us, but since Toys R Us are no longer a thing, you think maybe B&M could snag it up, but it's a nice enough figure. No sonic screwdriver, unfortunately, and but it is a nice enough figure, and I'm glad that it was included, and that to, you know, help the pricing and that. And it is nice to have a 3rd Doctor with his TARDIS, and he does stand up to about the right height, so they do seem to be in scale with each other. So, what's my conclusion? Well, overall, I do really like this B&M set. I think it is easily the best B&M set of 2018. However, there are a couple of things that, you know, slightly irritate me about this set. For one, the 3rd Doctor figure, for me, not the most desirable one here. I know a lot of people really do want this, but that is just, you know, an inaccuracy that I can't really forgive. Like, to be honest, I'd rather they just painted that cravat black or any other colour rather than just leaving it white, because it just seems a bit lazy doing that. The TARDIS is really, really nice. It is a little bit of a shame that it doesn't have sound effects, though it doesn't really bother me that much, to be honest. Obviously, if you're a kid buying this, then yes, the sound effects and that are probably going to be a major point for you. But overall, should you buy this? Yes. And also, just a note, people, stop panicking about this, alright? They've only just been released this week at the time of recording this. Like, my B&M store only got them in on Tuesday. So, just calm down, be patient, just ring up your B&Ms to see if they've got them and that. But I do highly recommend it. It is very nice to see a classic TARDIS again. And, you know, hopefully we might get some more classic TARDISes in the future. Or maybe just flat out re-releases of the 1st, 4th and 7th Doctor TARDISes. But anyway, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.